Well, another Monday is upon us, and it happens to be Memorial Day. Hope everybody had a safe Memorial Day weekend and is having a safe and enjoyable Memorial Day. And don't forget the true meaning of Memorial Day. It's not just barbecues and a 3-day weekend. Anyways, was going to do some camping this weekend and didn't realize it was actually Memorial Day weekend. So didn't go camping. I don't go camping on holiday weekends, federal holiday weekends. It's just too busy, too hard to find campsites, and crowded, and there's always that one person that ruins it for everybody. So anyways, didn't go camping. Probably go camping this weekend. Might do a gear video. I got some new gear. I might kind of show that off, and that'll be probably Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure. Anyways, I got 5 packages here from all around. I was going to say United States, but I got some from Canada. So let's just say I got 5 packages from all around Northern America. We're going to open up and take a look at and see what's in today's Mailbag Monday. So today's first envelope comes to me from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, which is in the Milwaukee area. I'm fairly familiar with Milwaukee, but not familiar with Sun Prairie. I got family that lives just outside of Milwaukee. I was up there 2 years ago. I got the invoice and okay. This is a postcard of Mount Locust on the Natchez Trace Parkway. This is one of 2 original buildings left on the Natchez Trace Parkway. Now, I'm sure it has been, I guess you say renovated or remodeled. Not really remodeled, but we'll go with renovated. Let's see here. It doesn't say when this was built. I want to say it was 1830s era, give or take. I'm not sure. I actually visited this place May of last year when I was out there on the Trace. You can actually go inside, around the backside, go actually inside of the house, and it has things of, I don't know, what you use daily for household stuff in the time frame. I can't remember the time frame. I'll put it up here on the screen when this house was going. And actually in the back was a slave graveyard that only 1 or 2 headstones were there. And I think there was like 13 or 14 that were buried there, but only 1 headstone remaining. And then off to the side over here was another cemetery for the family that lived here. Also, this is a ranger station for the Natchez Trace Parkway. There's a little building over here that has like a gift shop, museum thing, restrooms, that sort of thing. Nothing real big, but recently this place had some, I guess you say bad luck. Trees falling on it. Not necessarily the building itself, but on the property. It wasn't safe for people to walk around. I was actually up there about a month ago, and the whole area was closed off. So it may be they don't have a ranger up there right now, or it's unsafe, or they're remodeling or doing something. But right now, it was closed right there 1st of May, end of April of 2024. So anyways, time frame of this postcard is probably late 70s, early 80s. Didn't have it in my collection, and I thought it'd be a good addition to my collection of Natchez Trace postcards. So this next postcard comes to me from Canada. Now, I bought a handful of postcards from the same seller. I think if you bought so many, you got a percentage off, and pretty good deal. Shipping was pretty reasonable too. Because sometimes it's odd that the Canadian sellers can ship stuff down to the United States cheaper than the people in the United States. It bumfuzzles me. I don't understand. Maybe the people in the United States are greedy and making more money off of it. Got some interesting stamps there. Simcoe, Ontario. Never heard of that. I am definitely not familiar with Canada, so please forgive me. and sitting here looking, I have a little collection here off the side of stamps on envelopes from different areas that I've gotten. And sitting here looking at, they're all from the same person, and there's the one I just got. So, yep, I've gotten some pretty good deals from this person, looks like. Alright, so let's see what I got in here. 2 postcards on this one. See if I can figure out that knife. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the sleeves. Make it a little bit easier to see. Hopefully less glare. Okay, what we have here, this is Dauphin Island, Alabama, on the east side of Dauphin Island, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look here. Yep, Dauphin Island. Mobile, Alabama, for reference, is up in this area here. This waterway right here is the Mobile Bay in Gulf of Mexico. This is all Gulf of Mexico here too. There is a ferry that runs from here across the Mobile Bay and over towards Fort Morgan, or more commonly known as Orange Beach, Gulf Shores area. Was going to do that here last weekend, ride the ferry over and then drive back across. It's a little costly. They charge you per vehicle and then they charge you per person. There's no shade. You're literally riding on this ferry in the middle of the sun for about a half hour, just literally baking in the sun. Didn't want to run my car for half an hour and be overheating or whatever, so I chose not to do it. That's going to be probably a fall trip. There is a Civil War fort right here. Oh, forgive me, I forgot what it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. I will put it here at the bottom of the screen what that fort is. Dauphin Island is basically, think of it as Gulf Shores, but way less commercialized. Just about everything on there is a mom and pop type business. There is a small aquarium, but it's like a research center type aquarium. There is or was a golf course out here. There's lots of little neighborhoods, small cottage homes and things like that. At one time out right in this area, there was a Holiday Inn, but one of the hurricanes, I think it was Frederick or George, pretty much wiped it off the map, and they decided not to rebuild. So if you're going to stay out there, it's Airbnb, or I think there's a couple campgrounds out here. In fact, I know there's a campground out here because I wanted to camp out there, but it's pretty hard to get a reservation out there. But anyways, this postcard is probably, we're going to go with 80s, maybe early 90s. Not exactly sure. But anyways, had never seen a postcard like this. Didn't pay a whole lot of money for it. So I figured why not add it to the local Dauphin Island postcard collection that I'm starting to get. Yep, I forgot. There was 2 postcards in that envelope. My bad. This is the Sun and Sand pedestrian walkway that was in Biloxi, Mississippi, on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. This is from, looking at those cars, those are 50s, 60s era cars. None of this is there. Sun and Sand Motel's gone, that bridge is gone, that archway is gone. Even those nice little bushes there in the median, those are gone. Palm trees, they're probably gone. If Hurricane Camille didn't take this out, Katrina, no, it was done. It was gone before Katrina. It was gone before my lifetime. So, yeah, I'm thinking Hurricane Camille took that out in 1969. So, yeah, this is pre-1969, obviously. Now, I think I have a postcard, too, of the Sun and Sand Hotel Court. I have to go back and look. I've always wanted this postcard just because the arch, and everybody shows pictures on Facebook of the arch, and, you know, it was something everybody took a picture of when they're in Biloxi. I never got to see it, obviously, because it was before my time. Kind of tells you a little bit more about it there. But yeah, it was an interesting piece to add to the collection. Reason why I didn't get it sooner was all the postcards I saw before of this same postcard, they were either overpriced or, yeah, overpriced. Let's just say they're overpriced. So nothing rare or anything like that. It's just a cool postcard that is going to add nicely to the collection that I got a pretty decent deal on. So also in Biloxi, Mississippi, there was a hotel at one time called the Buena Vista. it's no longer there as well. That's happened to be where this postcard comes from. Buena Vista Street in Paris, Illinois, which is around Champaign, Illinois. Never heard of either one of those. I think I've heard of them, but I don't know where they are. I bet you I've probably gotten postcards from this seller before. Champagne sounds familiar. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Got a pink thank you card in there. Okay, this is, I believe it was called Twin Islands Hotel or Twin Islands Motel. Yep, Twin Islands Motel right there. This was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If you know where the aquarium is, it was just to the right of it, kind of on the main street there. It is, or excuse me, it was where the current Margaritaville resort is. Margaritaville bought all this up, tore everything down, and have some big, god-awful, ugly-looking resort hotel tower monstrosity there. It's ugly. I'm sorry. It doesn't fit Gatlinburg. I like the old Gatlinburg better. I remember this being there when I was there about, 14, 15 years ago. I remember all this being there. Didn't stay there. We actually stayed on top of the mountain. I can't think of the place. It was literally on top of the mountain. It was pretty cool. The drive back and forth up and down the mountain every day was not. But anyways, this kind of tells you a little bit more about the motel. It was kind of neat. I'll see if I can find some before and after pictures on Google Maps or Google Earth, and I'll put them on the screen now. It's kind of sad seeing places like this that have been around for ages. There's no telling how long that was there for, and made it all the way up until the 2020s. And, you know, I guess mom and pop or whatever, they got tired of building or tired of working and said, yeah, and they sold out to a big conglomeration. Gatlinburg is getting too commercialized, way too commercialized for me. I've seen recent videos and live streams from that area, and yeah, it's I want to go there, but I almost don't want to go there now, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, I digress. I thought this would be a cool piece of history to add to the Tennessee postcard collection. All right, let's go back to Canada. Here's another Canadian Post envelope. Got some pretty interesting stamps on it. And I think this one has a good bit of postcards in it. It's a little bit thicker than the one we just previously opened up. Now, I was kind of not really trash talking Gatlinburg, but I was. I still want to go, but it's, I don't know, it seems more and more it goes down my list of places to go, but within the next 5 years, we're going to go back. My daughter's never been that I remember. No, she has been with her grandparents. She was very little and didn't remember then. So anyways, me and my fiance were kind of talking about here and there, going back to it, and I started thinking, you know, let's get some Gatlinburg postcards. So, all of these are from Gatlinburg. I'm going to try to go over them pretty quickly, because if you notice, there is a bunch out of this one envelope here. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, there's like 10 of them in here. So, I'm going to try to go through these pretty quickly. If I realized there was that many, I would have just opened up a couple less envelopes today. In fact, I might just drop the next one off, because I don't want to bore y'all and run this over on time. So let's get started with this one here. Got some people hanging out at the pool, relaxing. Got the old plastic chairs. The Merritt Motel. I don't remember the Merritt Motel. On OMB Drive. It says 20 modern units, electric heat, towel, shower, bath in the heart of the Great Smoky Mountains. Walking distance to fine restaurants, gift shops, and other activities. Time frame on this one, as I drop it, is we're going to go with 70s. That's a good solid 70s on that one. And the next one here is another scene of people hanging out. Those old plastic woven chairs and everything. This looks like late 70s too. They're all hanging out at the pool. And this is at Zotter's Court, or Zotter's Court. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. This is postmarked 1962. So there's a good chance this one is from the 60s as well. Take a look at it there. Kind of tells you a bit about it. It says US 441, Highway 30, beautiful furnished rooms, 7 new deluxe rooms. Yep. And they got individual cottages, tiled showers. It's interesting the things that that they boast about. You know, oh, we got tiled showers and AC. You know, now it's this day and age. If you don't have AC, you're not gonna rent it. But anyways, this next one is King's Motel and King's Cabin. This is also located in Gatlinburg on the River Road. Tells you a little bit about it there. Grade A television, not just regular television, grade A television, and air conditioning optional. So it's an option. You're going to have to pay for it. With or without kitchenettes, modern, quiet, a trailer park in connection. So if you got a RV, you can actually park your RV and come stay in the motel there. So that's kind of interesting. This is the Gatlinburg Resort. Right now it's called Ober Mountain. Yeah, Ober Mountain. It was once called Ober Gatlinburg. It used to be just a basic ski resort with a couple little chairlifts like that, and that was pretty much it. There wasn't a whole lot to do there during the summertime, but the wintertime it had, you know, skiing up and down the mountains and all that other stuff. But now it has like a mall, an ice skating rink, all kinds of little stuff up that way. Eagle Top Chairlift. This exciting ride gives you the best view possible of Gatlinburg, Tennessee, in the Great Smoky Mountains. Now, the hotel that we stayed at when we were there, it was above this place. I could literally walk out onto my patio every morning and literally watch the people down here. That's how high we were up on top of the mountain. So that was not actually the top of the mountain. And here is a aerial look of Gatlinburg. Nothing too fancy. Lots of different smaller motels. They're all kind of stacked on top of each other. This was the time that I wanted to be in Gatlinburg. Whenever it didn't seem like it was so, like I said, commercialized. It was more mom and pop and more wholesome. Yeah, people were out to make money. But it wasn't like they're going for like money grabs and trying to, not really scam you, but, you know, they're trying to nickel and dime you everything. Back then, I don't think they were nickel and diming you, let's just say. And here's another look of that same chairlift as we've seen before. Almost at the same spot, but on a different side of it. So nothing spectacular about that one. It tells you a bit about it there. Now, when we were there, we actually rode that chairlift halfway up that mountain, and once you got off halfway, you could ride the little alpine sled. Just slide down the mountain on this little plastic board. This is at the very top of it. Now, at the very top of it, there is kind of a little overlook. I want to say like a little snack shop. And there's a little place where a band plays a little banjo country music out there, and you know, you hear the banjos playing. It's just kind of fun and quirky. But about halfway up the mountain, right about there at the bottom of the postcard, there is a stop where you can get off now and ride the alpine slide. And you can tell now there is the ski lodge that has been added onto and everything. It doesn't look like that, not one bit. Now let's get back down to street level here at Gatlinburg. This is the famous what is it called? Skylift? chair ride. We just call it a chair ride. I don't know if the camera going to focus. Yep, skylift to the top of Crockett Mountain. Now, with the fires that came through Gatlinburg in 2000, what was it, 15 or 16, somewhere in the area, a lot of this side of the mountain burnt up. They actually got all brand new towers and cables, and they've added on up top there their little gift shop and stuff. It burnt to the ground, so everything here is pretty much brand spanking new. Even like I said, the cables, it's brand new. They've even added on other stuff here, out of sight here of the postcard. But yeah, that's kind of cool thing. I think you can buy tickets. It's one ride up and down, or you can buy like all day. I suggest you doing all day because it's interesting to go back up there at night and see all the lights. It's really, really interesting if you get a chance to do that. Here is the Pioneer Inn and Restaurant. I don't think this is there anymore. Kind of tells you more about it right here. It says Gatlinburg's rustic dining room, where you can dine in an 18th century atmosphere and enjoy delicious food prepared from famous recipes of the Old South. Prime and choice aged steaks prepared over charcoal or hickory chips. This is probably 70s, maybe even 80s. I'm not exactly sure when this is. Colors are pretty vivid for to be 70s, so I'm going to guess 80s on that one. And last but not least out of this envelope is the Ogles buffet restaurant. I want to say Ogles had their hands in a couple of different things, from restaurants, hotels, that sort of thing. I think they were kind of one of the entrepreneurs, I guess, of the area. It looks like 1977 on the postmark there, but kind of tells you a bit about the restaurant there. It's a buffet restaurant. And, talk about you can go back for more and go back for seconds. And people were all amazed by that in 1977. I guess the fact of a buffet restaurant wasn't very well known or very well done. I don't know. Now it's a pretty common thing to see buffet restaurants. So, anyways, this is another cool thing, piece of history from the blast from the past of the Gatlinburg area. So, I'm not going to do that last envelope because I'm running low on time with this one here. This Mailbag Monday seems to be focused around Gatlinburg. Like I said, we were kind of planning on going to Gatlinburg a couple weeks ago, a month ago, where it was, and kind of pushed things back a little bit to, a couple more years. We're going to wait on it. We pretty much finalized, I haven't paid for everything, but just about finalized another large vacation coming up in 2025, at the end of 2025, in the fall. It's going to be somewhat similar to Disney. I'm going to leave it at that because it's not 100% set in stone. I'm going to tell you this, it's going to happen with, I got to sell blood, plasma, or whatever I got to do, we're going to go. But anyways, it's kind of mostly Gatlinburg. Got the Natchez Trace, Biloxi, Mississippi, and Mobile, well, Dauphin Island, all in the mix there. So, sorry it's not a more variety of postcards, but it is what it is, and that's how the mop flops. But anyways, I'll quit rambling. I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you next time.